Welcome back to the CryptoLabs Passive Income YouTube channel. Happy Monday. Excited you're here. We're going to be talking about as safe and as stable of a liquidity pool that you can possibly join. And you can find these at 50, sometimes even 60% plus, and I'll prove that to you today. We're also going to be picking a winner from this video here, how to make hundreds per day yield farming. Really worth checking this video. We filmed it about 5 days ago, but still worth checking out. We did pick a random comment from the video, and we'll be giving you $100 USDT that you can do what you want with. So that's kind of exciting. Hopefully you put it to work for you, because you never ever have too little to actually start the DeFi passive income game. A little can turn into a lot with the power of compound interest. Plus, even with $100, you're learning. $100 is a investment in your own education. So I'm excited for that. I will also say, someone asked me to do a video on my experiment with leveraged yield farming. I don't want to do that yet, because I want to test it for at least 10 more days. I like to test it for 2 weeks. So far, so good. Without the leverage positions, I'm up 18%. As you can kind of see here, P&L is up 18%, doing about $30 per day in a few different positions on a platform here. But I just started taking some leverage positions just to play with it. How can you take on some healthy leverage? Now, this is a little more advanced, and we do talk about it in the UIG, especially in the pro section, but I'm just playing with some new platforms. So please, when you see this stuff on my screen, don't just be getting into it blindly, because you don't know what I'm testing. You don't know my overall strategy. I try not to share things, because I notice people just will click on whatever I'm doing and set the ranges I set, but they don't know how long I've been in it. They don't know if I'm playing on house money, which a lot of the time I am by then. If I'm in something for a long period of time, basically I can get a little more risky, set tighter ranges. And because I've already earned so much of the coin that I've stacked in my bull run portfolio, maybe I can take on more risk than others can. So please do not copy me. By the way, if we're talking about stablecoin returns, you can also get up to 20% lending stablecoin on XtraFi. Of course, please do your own research. Don't get into something without ever doing your own research first. Talking about stablecoin yield here, I went $1 million TVL minimum, and first one I see pop up at Turbos, and we're in this one. And it started at 40%. Today it's around actually 64%. DeFi Llama showing 60%, and that pool is right here. It's been in range for quite a while. It's 63% today. And as you can see, 64%, you're earning a ton of SUI tokens. Platforms like this will incentivize you to provide liquidity, which there is almost $12 million of liquidity in this pool, because the DEX needs liquidity to be competitive, and they'll reward you with incentives. In this instance, it's more SUI tokens. I'm extremely long-term bullish on SUI, and the amount of SUI I've earned over the last 4, 5, 6 months on Turbos is ridiculous. Even if I lost my pool for some reason and I just rode the earnings during the bull run, I'd be okay. And that's sometimes what people don't understand, is like the more I'm riding on house money, the more risky I can get and the tighter ranges I can set. But in this instance, 64% on some stablecoin, if you're sitting on some, that's sexy. We can keep going down here. I know PancakeSwap has some stuff going on. It is not difficult to find 20% plus. Cetus has the USDT, USDC, massive DEX built on SUI. A lot of our members are in that. I mean, we can keep going here, but I love DeFi Llama just to start this search. Now, remember, these numbers aren't always accurate. You will have to actually research it and see where they're pulling these numbers and how they're being pulled. Understand that sometimes the returns are higher than what you see, because maybe you're doing your calculations and it's taken the last 7 or last 30 days of earnings, but maybe volume is up. And sometimes these earnings are more because volume is dropping. Fees are dropping. And you'll get into something thinking you'll make 120%. I'll always take, I hope this lands. Take $10 and test a pool for 24 hours to see the real returns. I always do that, by the way. I'll get in with $10 or $100, something really simple, so I can measure the returns against that 100 and understand that by adding a 0 or 2 zeros, I can add a 0 or 2 zeros to the fees. I do want to pick the giveaway winner here, but before I do, thank you so freaking much. Someone here in the YouTube comments said, respectfully, you seem fraudulent. Watch some of your videos. You seem to know as much about this space as any beginner. Goes on to say some things. Of course, he's not a member. We do a lot of, he says, you don't give much information. It's because if I do TA or talk about trends or talk about relevant news on YouTube, like by the time the video is published, it's already old news and the ranges aren't going to be the ranges that maybe someone just watching the video said. I think it's good for views and it could get subscribers and it could get people excited, but it's actually not good for anyone who's actually using it. That stuff has to be real time, which is why we have a community. And then some Event7607, your comment's awesome. But then we had some members. Crypto Phil's a member, not True Man. It's a full team who's giving you support 24/7. I'm one of the winners who learned a lot and learned every day. Thank you, Crypto Phil. It is not just me, and I think people don't understand that. I can't be good at everything. But how do we find someone who's really good at TA? How do we find someone who's really good at research? How do we find a good analyst? And I love the strategy and portfolio building and kind of the big picture. And when you bring all those people together, you've got a solid team. But you take one individual who's maybe strong in just TA, but sometimes can't zoom out enough to create a 2 or 3 year strategy. You bring people together. There is a power in team and community. I think a lot of people in this space are trying to do this themselves. Like Crypto Joey's kind of made it obvious that he's doing it himself. You can't be the best at everything. And I'm not the best at everything. And I'm always the first to say it. But if you build the right team, and all of our members get access to the entire team, by the way. James says, I'm one of the members mentioned in the video. The skills I learned in the UIG has enabled me to take an inactive portfolio of crypto and turn it into an income generating machine. Most days I'm earning over $100 in fees. That's $3,000 a month. You sound like a thoughtful individual. I don't think you're trolling. He is. But you might want to reserve judgment and take another look at everything. I'm one of the people. Yeah, appreciate that. Like, that means a ton. This video was just posted, but the community is always so fast to jump in, and I appreciate you guys so much. Talking about community, we do have, I just posted this a few minutes ago, but we have our Monday morning mindset calls. They're much more than mindset. If you're in the UIG, please join these. If you're not and you're thinking about becoming a member, please join these. I've got a bit of a message today. Lots has been on my heart about this, but I mean, if you want a big life, you're going to face some big challenges. And the message today on our Monday calls really about that is if you're building a business and investing and you're building a DeFi business, you're going to face more challenges than most people can fathom. Or if you're trying to build something public, you're going to face so much hate, so much criticism. And I was thinking since 3 a.m. this morning on it is we asked for it. And you wouldn't be given the challenges if you couldn't handle them. And so I do hope I see you on this call. Travis is already queued up for the big screen. Coffee is fresh. Just started taking $100 per day, and the Monday motivation keeps the drive up. Travis, appreciate you. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the call. Jamie says that would replace my income. Looking forward to, I feel like I found the thing I've been searching for a very long time. It's a family in here. It is not just some randomly put together community. It's a family and we treat it as such. So looking forward to seeing y'all's on the Monday call here in a few hours. That said, let's pick the winner. Hot Rod Buyers, I'm excited that you won this. I've seen you on every YouTube video, so you deserve it. I show people this and it's like showing them hieroglyphics. They just sit with a stupid look and say it's a scam. We'll give them a little more love, but I get it. We can't save everyone. We can't help everyone. One of my big missions with this channel and with what we do is to spread the word. I know that comes with some hate and pushback from kind of closed-minded, small-minded people. That is what it is. Hot Rod Buyers, you seem to be facing the same, but go where you're wanted, not where you're tolerated. Go where you're like, people are excited for what you have to say and they're not always giving you pushback. You can't convince people you just can't. So create so much value or be such an example of what's possible that people start coming to you and they start listening. But if I try to force you to read a book, say you have to read this book, you have to read this book, you have to read this book, you're probably not going to read it. But if I get some amazing results in my life and you come up to me and you say, hey, like, whoa, Any advice? I'd say, well, there's this book that changed my life, and now you're going to take out the pen and paper and you're going to take notes of the book and you're going to go get it yourself. So I just believe in leading by example, be an example, ignoring the haters, ignoring the pushback, ignoring all the other people, and just doing you. So keep doing you, keep being an example, and keep building, because I know you've been putting the work in, hot rod buyers. With that said, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to move my mug in the middle, and I'll leave some videos here and here and here and here for you. Educational, crypto, DeFi, business building pleasures. Do check them out. Of course, like this video, subscribe to this channel if you have not yet already. And with that said, we'll see you soon. And I hope I see you on our Monday morning call here inside the UIG. Peace.